everyone, this is Kenyo TCG, and today I thought I'd bring you a deck profile. I know this is typically not the normal thing that I do for the channel, but since I haven't been uploading in so long, I thought I'd just bring something to the channel. I have been having a lot of fun with this particular deck, both in BT10 and the EX3 format, which is basically just BT10.2. But let's get started on this. We are playing Xross Heart, and in Xross Heart, we play 4 Pigmonts. You do not deviate from this. There's no reason to. This is going to be your go-to for absolutely anything Xross Heart related, unless that changes in the future, which I don't know. Let's set that right here. This is pretty cookie cutter stuff when it comes to the rookies and the level 4s. So I'm just going to place them out. We do play 4 Shoutmon, 4 Starmons, and 4 Sparrowmon. Again, Shoutmon is going to be your main combo piece because when you're Digi-crossing going into the X4 or the X5, you will want that rush. You will want to attack as soon as that thing is played, right? So depending, well, not really depending, but regardless of what you're playing, you are going to want rush. You are going to want to swing. Starmons, again, all of these cards have save on them. If they die, it doesn't really matter. You're able to just scoop them up into, underneath the tamer and then bring them back out somehow, some way, except for like a Starmon or a Sparrow or the Shoutmon. Again, you guys are going to want to keep these cards underneath the tamers anyways, because that's what's going to enable you to go into a Digi-cross. Really good cards. Sparrowmon, he's a 2000 DP, but usually and more than likely, he's always going to be a 5k through his effect, which is his, if you have another Digimon or Tamer with Xross Heart or Twilight in his traits in play, this Digimon gets plus 3000 DP. So again, you will have your Tamers out. This will always be a 5k. Really, really good card. And Shoutmon is undoubtedly really, really good. All right, so like I said, a lot of this is already implanted into people's head. You have to play these cards. Darulumon at 4, Ballista at 4. Darulumon, really, really great card. Helps to get rid of a lot of floodgates, or just, you know, get that DP down enough for you to go into a cross 5 and swing over something with piercing. Inherited, give your opponent security minus 2000 DP. Really great card. You can play this out with Akari for free. And then we have Ballista. This is going to be your blocker for the deck. So as long as you control a Digimon with Xross Heart and or Tamer with Xross Heart in the traits, it does gain blocker. Again, a really good card. All right. So Shoutmon King version. I was running 3 when X4 got hit, but I do feel like this card needs to be at 2 minimum. You can kind of play with 1, but really, this is going to allow you to recycle your X4, your X5. The good thing is you can just Digi-cross into this card with a Shoutmon underneath, which gives it rush. So as soon as you play that, it's only going to cost you 3. Again, depending on your setup. But if you do decide to do that, it's going to cost you 3. You're going to swing. It has material save, so you're not really worried about losing the stack underneath, right? So really good card. If you do play him, you also get to substitute it for a Digimon. So let's say you're missing a Sparrow or a Ballista for that Digi-cross, you are able to substitute it with this, but only when it gets on play, okay? So when you play it, you are able to substitute that Digimon of your choosing, and the Inherited is pretty good. It gives plus 2000 DP if it has a Shoutmon in its name. And I hate to say it, but the hit to the deck was Shoutmon X4 2-1. While unfortunate, it is also understandable. This deck was very oppressive when it was in Japan, but again, we got to keep in mind that it was also going against a yellow hybrid at full power. So, again, very understandable. I understand the hit. I'm biased. I really like the deck, so I just wish we had to play with it a little bit longer, at least till the next main set comes out. But again, completely understandable. It now lets other decks shine thoroughly. Then we have the real winner of the ban list, Shoutmon X5. Why do I say the real winner? Usually decks that played Cross Heart, well, obviously Cross Heart, they weren't playing 4, they were playing less. They're playing around 2, maybe 3, because X4 was at 4. There was no reason to, right? I think this is the real winner of that ban list. You are seeing this more. This is a really good card. Security attack +1. You are able to just go and swing big. End of turn. It does gain reboot, and it is also a blocker. With the right stack, you can have piercing, draw 1 when attacking, reboot, rush. Just a really good card in general. I don't think there's anything else to say about this card. I know people hate this card, but this is a mandatory card in every deck. It is Death X. Death X, I don't think I need to explain it. But on play, Digivolve 1 all of your opponent's Digimon. Then you can delete all of your opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon. Again, you can reduce the play cost by 3 for every 1 Digimon or Tamer on the field. So if they just go really wide with Digimon, you can drop that. And you can reduce the cost by how many Digimon and Tamers they have on the field. It's really good to keep decks from going wide in check. Again, I don't really think I need to explain anything else. Back to the cookie cutter stuff. We are playing 4 Senjuro, 4 Akari, and 4 Taiki Kudo. Again, this allows Akari allows you to play a Durlumon from your hand. Basically for the play cost of the Tamer. You are able to play Durlumon and then suspend it to draw 1, and then Senjuro allows you to play your blocker, which is a Ballistamon, for a cost of 3. You can then reduce, well, not really reduce, but gain a memory by suspending it. So you can either play that for 2, 1, or basically for free. Really good. Taki it's your searcher, and it's also the Tamer that allows you to Digicross using Digimon from underneath the Tamers. So again, really cookie cutter stuff. I don't want to really have to explain much on that. We do have a 1 of Kiriha. I was playing the red and yellow Taiankari. I really don't think it was necessary, to be completely honest with you, especially since Sunrise Buster got hit to 1. So I opted to having a memory setter that can also have Taiki's second ability, which is to Digicross using Digimon from underneath the Tamers. For the options, we're playing Sunrise Buster. Again, it got hit to 1. Very unfortunate, but understandable. Really good card. Then we have Crimson Blaze, Fireball. Crimson Blaze is there because now decks want to go really wide with like little guys that are like under the 6,000 DP threshold. So stuff like Lord Bloomon, Commandramon, you know, decks that can go really wide but with really small stuff. You are able to just keep those decks in check because they also like to play things through effects. So when they decide to do that, you just play one of these, can't play through effects. You're basically just board wiping most of the time with this card. Fireball, really good against those little floodgates that don't let you Digicross. And if you don't delete anything, you can always draw 2. It's basically just pot of greed with a cost. And then we have the MVP of this deck, Lonky out of stock though. This card is really, really good. More often than not, I'm hitting off security. So if you have 3 or more security cards, one of your opponent's Digimon gets -12 for the turn. And if you have 3 or fewer security cards, place one of your opponent's Digimon face down on top of the security stack. So if you hit this as a 4th card in your security, you automatically meet both requirements, and you are able to do both. So you can -12, and then you can pick something from one of your opponent's Digimon, and then set that on top of their security. This gets around a lot of like protection when it comes to Digimon. So because a lot of Digimon say that cannot be bounced to hand, cannot be deleted by effects. This doesn't really delete by effects. This deletes basically by game mechanics if you drop down to 0.